Good morning. Welcome to the Philippine Sports Writers Association Forum. And this morning, we are having a special edition of our forum here live at the Philippine Sports Commission Conference Hall inside the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. And we will be having no less than the country's top official to give us an assessment, general assessment, and the participation of the Philippine Sports Commission, the country's government agency for sports, and the future of Philippine sports in general. Good morning, partner. I'm Randy Calog, Manila Standard.
Good morning, Philippine Sports Writers Association. We welcome you once again to a very special edition of our session. Hope that you are with us through our live streaming, and that's at the PSA Facebook page, Philippine Sports Writers Association. Likewise, on a delayed basis over Radyo Pilipinas to sa ating sports radio, 918 kHz AM band. Judith Karingal po.
First, partner, in behalf of PSA President Nelson Beltran of the Philippine Star, we would like to thank first our sponsors, of course, Philippine Sports Commission, Philippine Olympic Committee, San Miguel Corporation, Smart PLDT, Milo Philippines, and Arena Plus.
And yes, we are again very pleased and honored to have here with us the chairman of our National Sports Agency, Philippine Sports Commission, Chairman Richard Bachman. Good morning, sir.
Magandang umaga po. It's good to be back. Thank you for inviting me. It's been a long time that I actually haven't been in the PSA forum. So now that we're back from the Olympics and everything is settled from all the parades and going to the Senate, going to Malacanang, going to the Congress, then we can start actually get down to normal work po. All right. So I'm supposed to give you a rundown on the assessment of the Team Philippines performance in Paris Olympics. All right, with two golds from Carlos Yulo in the men's artistic gymnastics floor exercise and men's artistic gymnastics vault, and 2 bronze from Ira Villegas and Nesty Petesio of women boxing. This is the best medal haul of the country ever, finished in 37th place in the overall medal tally. And if you look at the milestones achieved, we won gold medals in 2 consecutive editions of the Olympics, Hayden Diaz in Tokyo and Carlos Yulo in Paris 2024. So if I would actually rate the Team Philippines performance in the Olympics in 2 medals, then I would give it a gold. All right. Now, I do want to thank the collaboration of PSC employees, because they've been the backbone of PSC in supporting all these NSAs and all these sports. I want to thank POC, private firms, Philippine government, and the Filipino people for support of our athletes and all those sports. All right? We are looking forward to continue to win in future international events and competitions as we intensify our grassroots and rehab our sports facilities. Okay, there is other topics here. Is basically what is the role of government play in the success of the onset. Okay, so basically the role of government right now with the Olympics is financial assistance to all these NSAs, to all these sports. And then I'm happy to report that from 2023 pa lang, we will be funding all these NSAs and sports of trying to qualify into the Olympics. So for 2023 obligations processed, 33 million. 2020 obligations processed into 2024 was 8.5 million. 2024 obligations, again, right where the Olympics are, is 51 million. Okay, in process also, so that's a total of 99 million already. Then we also have our NSDF expense for Olympics is another 58 million. So a total of 158 million spent for just the Olympics, for all our athletes and all our sports. For example, also, if you hear any NSA saying PSC hasn't supported, I'll give you an example for gymnastics. besides this funding for the Olympics, they have a budget of 33. We spent already like 31 million for just gymnastics alone. So if there's any NSA out there saying that PSC hasn't actually supported, that is not true. Okay, you can come to me, I can show you the report that we've been funding since last year back. All right? Now, heroes welcome and PBBM speech. I do appreciate the role of government and Malacanang in supporting these athletes and for the heroes welcome, chartering a flight for these athletes because these athletes truly deserve it. They work so hard. You just don't know how hard it is to actually qualify for the Olympics, and it's double hard to actually win a medal for the Olympics. So I appreciate all the help from BBM in which is getting a plane for them in Dubai and flying them over and giving them that treatment and that hero's welcome as well. He mentioned also in his speech about the Department of Sports. You know, kumbaga, it's not finalized yet, but if this is going to help support the athletes in the future, I am all for it. With the Carlos Yulo double gold performance and its impact on Philippine sports. So, with this happening with the popular, we winning in the Olympics for gymnastics, it's basically creating awareness that we also have a lot of sports that can actually win medals for us. You know, we go through LGUs and we introduce sports, but most of the people only want to see basketball and volleyball. But by winning in international competitions like the Olympics, for gymnastics, for boxing, gives you a little awareness that, you know, a lot of people can actually, a lot of kids can actually support other sports and become a national athlete. All right, and it gives a job, PSC's job, a lot easier by us winning, to get more funding for our athletes, to get more funding for all the other sports, and to actually improve all our facilities. So I do thank our athletes for their performance, and we will make sure that, you know, we will pay back by giving them more funding for their sports and for the facilities. Then we'll talk about there's a question here of bronze medals of boxers after 2 silvers, 1 bronze from Tokyo. A disappointment? I really don't think so, because this is something, I did watch all the fights of the Philippine athletes, and it's boxing is really tricky because it's not really under their control. We have judges, and in my 2 cents, when I was watching, I felt that Paalam should be a medalist. I felt that Ira and Nesty should be going up to a silver medal or gold. But it's, you know, I'm not the judge, but watching it, I saw a lot of questionable, I don't know if I have to say it there, but questionable goals. You know, I just wish we had an instant replay in boxing, but it's something I'll leave to Sir Ricky Vargas when he discusses boxing in the Olympics later on. Now, what about Ymir, pro amateur, your take? I know, talking to Ymir, I think he feels like he still wants to win that gold for the country. You know, who am I to, you know, who are we to stop him from that? But I just noticed in the, when Ymir was fighting, or when everyone was fighting, it's really different from amateur and professional. You know, they keep shouting this when we're watching puntos. Okay, so in amateur, it's always about trying to get that point, that jab in the face or sa katawan. Okay, most of our fighters, some of our fighters basically are looking for that one punch to knock out. But in the Olympics, in amateur sports, hindi yan pwede kasi dapat you know, you have to earn your points by hitting the jab, and then you dance around. So that's where Ymir has to actually figure out how to play amateur. I think he's more focused on, he's built right now, or he was training for and built for professional. If he can make that adjustment, then why not? All right. EJ Obena's missed bronze medal. He was one attempt away. Okay, so for me, with all that, I think he came out about injuries. I did actually sit down and talk to him, but we didn't discuss Olympics. EJ is strong-willed and so focused that I just feel that he will bounce back. And I think he just won bronze medal a few hours ago in an international event. So hopefully that's the next step. And the key to judge a player is how he gets back. If he didn't perform well, next competition, if he bounced back, then that's actually the character of an athlete. So hats off to EJ as well. And I'm looking forward also for the 2028 that EJ as well will be there. Any early plans for 2028 LA as far as PSC is concerned? Right now for 2028, we will just continue with our mandate actually to improve our grassroots, to improve our facilities. We are working right now on the Bimpiaga, okay? That's going to be November, December. We are working also on our Batang Pinoy. We're still deciding if it will be in November or December. We have a meeting right now with DepEd. CED Paolo is actually talking to DepEd on the possible dates for our Batang Pinoy. We just also came back from Congress 2 days ago. We've discussed with Congressman Mike D. and Congressman Richard Gomez, Congressman Buhain, to institutionalize the Philippine National Games and the Para-Philippine National Games. So they still have to, the Senate and the Congress still has to iron out on the MOA or the bill. So hopefully we'll get that done very, very soon. With international hosting, we do have karate on Saturday, an international event. We will have also, I think for weightlifting, Congressman Monico Fuentebella is still working on the budget for the weightlifting for the end of the year. We also have international hosting on volleyball next year. I am part of the committee together with Sir Tatsu Sara, Senator Cayetano, and Smart Communication was there, si Jude, and Vinny was the chairman. So we discussed already the budget last Monday, and we're still ironing out the budget and finalizing things for our sponsors as well. But we'll get more information on that later on. But I'm sure you all will also interview Sir Tatsu Sara on the volleyball event. With the cancellation of IMAG, we've been supporting IMAG for sports who are qualified in the IMAG, but since it's canceled, there's nothing we can do about the expense. We're just glad that our athletes have been continue to train, and hopefully this will not happen again in the future, because sayang naman our athletes, we need more events for them that don't join the Olympics. So this is one part of for our other sports and other athletes to join international events. We feel bad, we're disappointed, but there's nothing, it's beyond our control. That's mostly my report, but I will actually, this will take longer, I will think, your questions. So feel free, I'll pass it on to your question and answer.